Hi everyone, Peter Lisiaga here. I do hope you are doing great today, guys. I believe it's Monday. Sometimes the days just blend in all together, but I believe it's Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. And that I come live, it's a little bit later than I normally do, but I wanted to come live very quickly between my appointments and the work that I'm doing, just to share with you one of the things that I'm teaching our children and teaching our kids, even making sure I get very, very solid on is this idea and the ability to be indistractable. And indistractable is really a superpower. Superpower. And indistractable means having the ability to strive to do what you say you are going to do and not get distracted. So hi everyone. That's what I'm going to talk about right now, and I wanted to. I'll just take the time to do that. So this is actually one of the things that I'll be talking about on Wednesday. Wednesday, I'll be doing a free beginner martial arts karate class online. And the number one thing that I'll be teaching in this class is focus. And focus is just having the ability to be indistractable, to stay focused on what you're looking at. And so that's my number one mission these days in helping our students, children, my clients, making sure they develop the superpower of being indistractable. And that's something that everyone needs, especially these days. We could get distracted from anything and everything. We've got the mobile devices. We've got everything pulling our attention. And so on Wednesday at 6 o'clock, the link is somewhere on this page. If you're interested in going to that, it's freekarate.dkctraining.com, and it's somewhere there. So if you're following me, if you could type it in, freekarate.dkctraining.com. I apologize. I don't think I put it in, but I'll put it. If somebody could do that for me, that'd be great. I'll do it a little bit. But again, teaching our children to be indistractable. And one thing I've been really training myself on over the last several weeks is studying that idea and taking what I learned. Is one of the things that I do as a teacher is and I saw many of you that are teachers, you take what you learn, you take what you need to learn and what you do learn, and then you want to translate it and pass it on in a way that is practically applicable in other people's lives. That's one thing that I like to do. And so I'm learning about being indistractable and then passing on that idea to our students, to our kids. So Wednesday at 6 o'clock, I'll do it every Wednesday, guys. Every Wednesday will be a free online beginner karate class. And if you want to go to that, just go to the link that I have here somewhere. Okay, and I'll make sure I get that in there. But in today's podcast, I want to share my first lesson in being indistractable. The one thing that I realized, oh my goodness, is it really that simple? And yeah, it is. When I think about it and I, tap into what I've learned in the past and the wisdom that I've learned in my life, I'll say that makes sense. Of course, it starts with inside of me. It starts with my distraction, my ability to get distracted. Really, is not so much the external. And I learned a long time ago when I was a kid, long time ago, that external situations and circumstances and things that go on outside of me do not have control over what goes on inside of me. That's my power. And I claimed that many, many years ago. I remember when I was a kid, I grew up in an environment. I grew up in the South Bronx. If you've been following me and you've been listening to my story, I grew up in the South Bronx, and there was a lot of substance abuse and a lot of negativity, a lot of aggression, and just a lot of bad stuff that I would not want kids to come up in. And my kids don't come up in that, thank God. But I came up in it. And I remember one time as a young boy, probably about 11, 12, 13 years old, I remember I heard a statistic. Maybe my mom showed it to me. And the statistic said this, that anyone that came up in an environment like I was being brought up in was destined to go the same route. So if you grew up in an environment that had a lot of substance abuse and a lot of aggression, a lot of abuse, that you were, statistics said that you were going to end up that way, have somebody someone that would struggle with all that. And in my mind, in my heart, I said, my gosh, I'm not going to believe that. I'm not going to believe that. And so I knew that it started within me. I chose to not believe that, and I didn't know how I was going to overcome it. But it started with that mindset. It started with that first of all, that awareness of something, and then making an assessment, and then changing my action. I said that, you know what, I am not going to. So I fought, and it took me decades to get out of this mindset that I had, and this way of acting that I had. So it took me a long time, but I'll never forget that aha moment for me. And so getting distracted from my purpose, my goal, the direction I want to go starts within me. And that was a very powerful lesson that I learned just recently when it came to my ability to be indistractable. And this is one of the things that we teach at DKC when I teach as an instructor, teaching to our students how to stay focused and not lose focus, not to be distracted, to be indistractable. And it starts within. And I could go deeper later on in that, but right now, that was my number one lesson. And that's one of the things I'll be teaching this Wednesday in a very simple and fun way. So I basically focus on 3 F's when I do the beginner class. The number one is fun, have a lot of fun, and making sure the kids stay engaged. And that's the one thing, making sure everyone stays engaged and has a lot of fun. And the next thing is just getting fit, moving, staying active, and staying fit. And then the big, most powerful lesson that I want everyone that comes to the class to take away, kids and parents included, is the ability to focus on the task at hand, to focus on what truly is important, whether it's your academics, or whether it's your work, whether it's your chores, whether it's you playing and spending time with your family or friends, or whether it's you sitting down reading a book, or whether it's you just feel like, I'm gonna take some time and just do nothing right now and watch a program or play a game. But having the ability to be indistractable and do what you say you want to do, you would like to do, you would prefer to do, what you need to do. Okay, and that's the definition of indistractable, as having the ability to strive to do what you say you are going to do, and to not get distracted, not lose focus, and not get off track, at least the best as possible. Doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. However, you want to know where you're going, so it presupposes that you know where you're going. A friend of mine said that you cannot be distracted if you don't have something that you're being distracted away from. So you need to know what you want to accomplish at any given time. And so going to talk about focus, talk about having fun, and we're going to talk about staying fit. This Wednesday, a beginner class is for all families. It's online, and the link is there. I'll make sure I put the link down there. It's freekarate.dkctraining.com. And it'll be a beginners first time only. And if you're one of our students, don't come to this is not a beginner class for you. This is for someone who has not done martial arts before. You want to just enjoy a free martial arts class. Now, if you are a student, you want to come on in, fine, that'd be great. However, it's going to be very fundamental. Now, you might want to come and get a review on that, right? Okay, but anyway, recognizing whether you're being distracted or not, that's the key. And my number one lesson was that it starts from inside of me. I need to understand what's going on in me so that I can then mitigate everything that's going on outside of me. That means, goes to our triple A's, right? The A game: awareness, assessment, and action. Being aware of what's going on inside, being aware of what's going on outside, and then assessing what's going on inside and assessing what's going on outside, so that you can move to the right appropriate action, starting with the inside and then mitigating the outside, if that all makes sense. Okay, so anyway, I'm excited about these free beginner classes, just an opportunity to go out there. I know that a lot of families, kids are back in school right now. This is going to be our first full week, and making sure that all our children, all our kids, even our parents, stay focused and not get distracted. Stay focused on what truly is important, and to develop the ability, the superpower of being indistractable. Okay, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Again, the link is, I'll make sure the link is up there. Oh, thank you, Miss Tagliavia. I really appreciate that. Free Karate. Now, right after karate, put dot. So it's freekarate.dkc.com. So if you can add a dot between karate and DKC. So it's freekarate.dkc training.com. But I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Other than that, guys, have a great day. And if you haven't registered for the beginner class on Wednesday at 6 o'clock, please go ahead and do so right now. Go to freekarate.dkctraining.com. Peter Lisiaga from Donaldo Karate. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.